Okay, so Alpengloss. So yeah, it's quite interesting what I found. Okay, so the executive summary is just the findings kind of. So we have a smaller super minority. The chain is cheaper to attack. The quorum inclusion is cheaper. The latency is unbalanced, and we have less blocks, which means less MEV. Okay, so So the 5F+1 is 20% of maximum adversarial stake. So with the current one, we have 22 nodes representing the cumulative stake for the Byzantine maximum adversarial stake, the super minority, and this is divided by more than 2 with the Alpengloss upgrade, which is 2.2 times weaker to Chorus collusion. So in practice, you can think it would be difficult to have Chorus collusion, but this can be the case for legal reasons. For example, with the OFAC and Tornado Cash ruling earlier this month, and Hetzner ban in Germany, for example. Yeah, so it's cheaper to attack because it's divided by 2, and so to attack it, it's 50% cheaper as well. I have a blog article in the slides if you wanna look at the math behind the attack cost for stake Byzantine stake majority attack. Okay, next slide. Next. Okay, so the quorum inclusion. So with 3F+1, this is 66% of the stake required to vote, which is 269 million SOL, which is represented by 95 nodes who are actually required for quorum. And with 5F+1, this is 60% of the stake, which is 242 million SOL, which is 71 nodes. And this is effectively 23 nodes who are being pushed out from quorum, who are not required anymore to vote. So with 3F+1, the last node to beat is at 1 million SOL. And with 5F+1, this is 1.3 million SOL that you need to beat. So this is effectively 30% price increase to be included in quorum, to be guaranteed to be included in quorum. Okay, so the latency is unbalanced because stake equals bandwidth. And as you can see on the Alpengloss latency histogram, there's a 30% latency difference between for validators outside Europe, kind of. Because, Europe has more than 70% of the stake, so it's pretty centralized geographically. And the best place to run a validator are Germany and Netherlands, because you will be closer to the leader 70% of the time. Okay, so faster blocks, less MEV. So there's the excellent work from Computer Science Columbia, Milionis and Aluminums. That shows that block time, that shows the direct relationship between block time and arbitrage probability, the probability to find arbitrage trades. Okay, next. Yeah, so here I'm quoting Chorus One, who did a job on analyzing the difference between current block time and Alpengloss block time, but they're using optimistic latency, which is 150 milliseconds for them. They don't count with 400 milliseconds, but current blocks are actually produced in between 400 milliseconds and 800 milliseconds. So they're doing math using the optimistic values. And so we have less arbitrage and less sandwiches from the Alpengloss upgrade, which affects 90% of validators who are running GTO. And yeah, that's from Milionis and Aluminum. Blockchain designers should prioritize faster block times to protect LPs from adverse selection. And why I'm saying perspective matters on the first slide is because smaller super minority, you can already expand the slides. Yeah, it's already small. The super minority is already small, even if it's being smaller, and it's cheaper to attack, but it's still unprofitable. And there's mechanism in place to limit the stake that you can add on Solana. And the quorum inclusion is already expensive. The stake is already concentrated. And even if we're losing MEV rewards, in the end, this is removing harmful incentives. So yeah, Alpengloss just amplify existing inequalities, but they're already there. So who really wins? The users who are being protected from LP adverse selection, the team building enjoys a faster chain, the validators are experiencing immediate losses, but they can be offset with higher sold price and increased chain activity, and replacing MEV incentives with BAM, which is client agnostic. That's it.